orchard that feeds the world. Imagine a humble blossom that bursts into a fruit so versatile it fuels a $75 billion global industry, from fresh eating to cider, sauces, and snacks. Yet most of us never see beyond the grocery aisle. I'm your AI guide with AGRI 360X, and over the next 600 words we'll journey from high-technology nurseries to precision-harvested bins, revealing how apples go from soil to snack. We'll uncover cutting-edge breeding labs, drone-driven pollination, robotic thinning, and IQF tunnels transforming crisp fruit into year-round goodness. Ready to bite into the future of apples? Let's step into the orchard. Breeding in nurseries, engineering tomorrow's apples. Modern apple orchards begin in climate-controlled greenhouses and laboratories. Genomic selection. Researchers at Washington State University sequence 750 million base pairs of the apple genome, pinpointing markers for crispness, disease resistance, and flavor. Marker-assisted breeding cuts the path to new cultivars from 20 to 8 years. Tissue culture labs. Bud scales from elite parent trees multiply into 100,000 virus-free liners per month. Under 22 degrees C and 85% humidity, automated growth chambers deliver uniform saplings with predictable vigor. Robotic grafting. Automated benchtop robots align scions and rootstocks with 0.1 mm precision, welding cambium layers via low heat pressure. This slashes graft failure rates from 10% to 2% and scales propagation tenfold. These innovations ensure the next generation of apples, from Honeycrisp 2.0 to climate-resilient hybrids, arrives faster and stronger than ever. Orchard establishment, planting the future. Land preparation and planting set the orchard's destiny. Site selection and soil prep. Ideal sites feature well-drained loams, pH 6.0-6.5. GPS mapping identifies nutrient variability at 5 nanometer resolution. Variable rate lime and compost applications correct deficiencies. Cover crops, clover and rye. Build organic matter to 4% before planting. High-density planting. Dwarfing rootstocks, e.g. M.9, and slender spindle systems fit 503,000 trees per hectare. GPS-guided transplanters set trees 1 meter apart in rows 3 meters wide, achieving 95% first-year establishment. Irrigation and sensors. Drip lines supply 5 L per tree daily during establishment. Soil moisture sensors at 20 centimeters depth report hourly to cloud dashboards, triggering precise watering that reduces use by 30% compared to overhead systems. By year 3, young trees bear their first light crop. By year 5, full production follows, a sustainable tap on the orchard's sweet potential. Pollination and flower management, orchestrating the blossom. Apple blossoms dance in spring's cool air, ensuring a full set of fruit demands. Orchard pollinators. Commercial beekeepers place 2 hives per hectare, timing hive placement to peak bloom. In colder regions, bumblebee boxes provide supplemental pollination, lifting fruit set by 15%. Robotic frost fans. When nighttime temperatures threaten buds below 2 degrees C, orchard fans draw warmer air down from inversion layers, protecting blossoms over 2 HA per unit and averting frost damage that can decimate 70% of potential yield. Flower thinning. 6 weeks post-bloom, robotic trimmers mounted on modified tractors scan canopies with 3D LiDAR, removing excess flowers to leave 1 fruit every 15 centimeters, ensuring optimal size and reducing biennial bearing pressures. This blend of biology and robotics locks in uniform fruit loads heading into summer. Nutrition and canopy care, feeding the crop. Peak performance hinges on balanced nutrition. Leaf scanning drones. Weekly flights with multispectral cameras detect nitrogen or potassium stress via NDVI indices, down to +5 units, guiding targeted foliar sprays of urea, 20 kcal NHA, or potash, 10 kcal. Soil-applied biofertilizers, beneficial rhizobacteria and mycorrhizal inoculants introduced at 108 CFU-G enhance nutrient uptake and drought resilience by 25%. Canopy pruning robots, autonomously slicing through first-year scaffolds. These machines thin branches to maintain air circulation and light penetration, crucial for color development, processing 1 HO per hour. As leaves convert sunlight at 8% efficiency, precise minerals and invigorated roots drive those gorgeous crimson apples. Pest and disease management, safeguarding the harvest. IPM keeps trees healthy and antibiotic-free. Mating disruption. Pheromone dispensers release codlamone to confuse codling moths, cutting larval infestation by 80% without a single insecticide. Laser scarecrows. Automated laser arrays sweep canopies at dusk, deterring blackbird flocks that can consume 20% of fruit in vulnerable blocks. Targeted fungicide foggers. During humid spells, guided by real-time leaf wetness sensors, micro-fog systems deposit ultra-low volumes, 50 LHA, of copper hydroxide to block scab and mildew. Beneficial nematodes. Soil drenches with Steinernema feltii control overwintering codling moth pupae, reducing spring emergence by 65%. These multi-layered defenses keep fruit quality above 95% market grade. Harvest. Precision meets timing. Apple flavor peaks at the perfect starch-to-sugar ratio. Harvest operations use maturity sensors. Handheld refractometers measure deg bricks and starch indices on 30 sample fruit per block. Harvest triggers at 14 bricks and starch index 4 of 8. Mechanical harvest platforms. Hydraulic lifts position workers at canopy height. Ergonomic picking baskets transfer apples to conveyor belts at 1.2 mil Suez, delivering 10 tons per hour per platform. Optical sorting. As fruit moves into the packing house, high-speed cameras sort by color, 80% red, size, 75 to 85 mm, and defect detection via AI image analysis, processing 15,000 pieces per minute. Within 2 hours of picking, apples enter the cold chain, capturing that perfect crunch. Post-harvest and cold chain. Locking in crispness. Post-harvest protocols preserve texture and flavor. 1. Dynamic Controlled Atmosphere, DCA. Bulk bins adjust O2 to 1.0% and CO2 to 2.5%, with ethylene scrubbing, extending storage to 10 months. 2. Hydro-cooling tunnels, 0°C water cascades, chill fruit cores from 30°C in 30 minutes, thwarting decay and maintaining firmness, penetrometer readings above 6 kSim 2. 3. IoT-monitored storages. Wireless sensors report gas levels, temperature, and RH every 5 minutes, triggering ventilation fans or CO2 injectors to correct drift beyond plus 0.2% of targets. From orchard to dinner table, this tight cold chain cuts post-harvest losses from 25% to under 5%. Processing and value-added lines beyond fresh fruit. Apples fuel diverse products. IQF slices, blanched at 85 degrees for 1 minute, then frozen in fluidized beds at 40 degrees, producing snack packs that maintain cell integrity and vitamin C above 85% retention. Juice and concentrate. Cold-pressed juice yields 500 L per ton. Reverse osmosis concentrates sugars to 65 bricks, powering million-liter juice blends and cider fermentations. Dried chips and powders. Continuous flow dryers at 60 degrees produce chips with 95% retention of antioxidants. Spray-dried powders enter nutraceutical markets at $25 coolers. Cider production. Barrel-fermented ciders leverage wild yeast strains, aging in oak for 12 months to craft premium labels retailing at $30 per bottle. This vertical integration maximizes orchard returns, fresh, frozen, juiced, dried, or fermented. Market dynamics and sustainability, the road ahead. Apples face global demands and climate shifts. Global production, 2023. 90 million tons across 4 million hectares. China leads with 45 million t, followed by the US and Poland. Consumer trends. Organic apples command 20% price premiums. Functional varieties, high anthocyanin reds, low sugar greens, grow 15% annually. Climate resilience. Marker-assisted lines with heat tolerance graphs maintain yields under 38 degrees C heat waves. Bird-friendly and pollinator habitats integrated into PAWS, pollinator and wildlife strips, enhance biodiversity. Circular agriculture. Apple pomace co-digesters produce biogas for farm energy, offsetting 30% of electricity, while spent pomace feeds livestock or becomes fiber-rich pellets. Closing resource loops. Certification programs. Global GAP, organic, and fair fruit. Reward growers with stable markets and 10% plus premiums. As orchards navigate warming springs and labor constraints, technology and stewardship ensure apples remain the world's favorite fruit. From DNA-designed saplings to smart harvesters and cider barrels, apples embody agriculture's blend of tradition and innovation. Each bite carries centuries of cultivation and cutting-edge science. Now we want to hear from you. Which apple breakthrough, gene-edited resilience, robotic harvesters, or circular biogas systems would you champion to shape orchards of tomorrow? Share your thoughts below. Thank you for watching AGRI 360X, your portal to agriculture's hidden revolutions. If this deep dive into the world of apples inspired you, hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell. We post Monday, Friday at 7 a.m. and 7 p.m., with weekend specials at 12 p.m. Until next time, stay curious, and let innovation bloom in every orchard.